Your wife is absolutely incredible in bed, man. You're a lucky guy. That's what the text said, from a number I didn't recognize. Sent at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I was sitting on my couch, watching a basketball game, when my phone lit up. I read it 3 times. Then I looked at my wife, Emma, asleep in our bedroom. We'd been married for 6 years. And someone had just sent me a message bragging about sleeping with her. My hands didn't shake. I just felt cold. Calm. I didn't wake her up. Didn't confront her. I just saved the screenshot and went back to watching the game. Because here's what that guy didn't know. Emma wasn't the only woman in my life. And he just made a mistake that was about to destroy more than one person's world. My name is Alex. I'm 34 years old, and I live in 2 different worlds. In Chicago, I'm married to Emma. College sweethearts. Married at 28, small house in Lincoln Park. She's a graphic designer, making $68,000 a year. Normal life. Normal marriage. In San Francisco, I have an apartment where I stay for 3 weeks every month for work. That's where I met Claire 2 years ago. Product manager, $125,000 a year. Smart, independent. We started as friends, then became more. She knows I travel constantly. What she doesn't know is that I'm married. I'm a senior software architect, making $185,000 a year. My job requires extended on-site work with clients. Emma knew this when we got married. The long absences work for us. Or so I thought. I love Emma. I also love Claire. I'm not proud of it, but it's the truth. I've been living this double life for 2 years, telling myself I'd figure it out eventually. Emma thinks I'm faithful but distant. Claire thinks I'm single but busy. Neither has questioned it deeply enough to discover the truth. And then that text arrived. The one meant to humiliate a husband. But Emma wasn't having an affair. The timing was wrong. It was Claire. 6 months ago, Emma started working late. Big project, she'd say. I believed her because I was doing the same thing. 4 months ago, she bought a $340 dress. I got a bonus, she said. I checked our account. No bonus. But I was sending money to Claire for her birthday, so I let it slide. 3 months ago, Emma started going to the gym. Tuesday and Thursday evenings, coming home at 9 p.m., showered and relaxed. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, Claire was taking calls in the other room. Work stuff, she'd say. 2 months ago, I came home early on Friday. Emma jumped when I walked in. She'd been texting someone. Started putting her phone face down after that. That same month, Claire canceled weekend plans twice. I saw a notification from someone named Tyler. Just a colleague, she said too quickly. 6 weeks ago, Emma's friends came over. They stopped talking when I walked into the kitchen. One of them looked at me with something between pity and guilt. The pattern was there. Both are pulling away. Both with secrets. But I was so focused on managing my own lies that I didn't see theirs. And I had no right to be angry. I was doing worse. But that text made it different. Whoever sent it knew Emma was married. He was deliberately hurting someone he thought was faithful. That made it personal. I waited 3 days before responding. Watched Emma carefully. She acted normally. Either she didn't know he'd texted, or she was a better liar than I thought. Friday night, in San Francisco with Claire. She seemed distracted, checking her phone constantly. Everything okay? I asked. Yeah, just work. Tyler's dealing with a production bug. Tyler. That name again. You mention him a lot lately. She paused. He's the lead developer. We work closely. When she went to shower, her phone buzzed. A text from Tyler. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. He'll never know. I took a photo. When she came out, I showed her. Her face went pale. It's not what you think. What is it then? You're never here, Alex. You're gone 3 weeks a month. I got lonely. Tyler and I. It just happened. How long? For months. I started gathering my things. Alex, wait. I needed someone who was actually present. I understand. And I did. I need to go. I flew to Chicago on a red-eye. Walked in at 6 a.m. Emma was making coffee. Alex, you didn't tell me. We need to talk. I showed her the text about her being incredible in bed. She read it. Started crying. I can explain. It was a mistake. Is it true? She nodded. Someone from the gym. Brandon. Only a few times. Did you tell him to text me? No. I didn't know he had your number. Horror crossed her face. He thinks he's bragging to you. I believed her. but it didn't matter anymore. I need you to leave. She sobbed. Please. I love you. But I couldn't look at her. We'd both betrayed each other. Both built secret lives. Emma left that morning. I turned off my phone for 3 days. The messages piled up. 17 from Emma. 9 from Claire. 4 from Emma's sister. 2 from my boss. I didn't respond to any. Claire's messages went from apologetic to confused to angry. Emma's followed the same pattern. On day 4, I turned my phone back on. 31 messages. 3 voicemails. I listened to one, Emma crying, then deleted it. I made 2 lists. Everything I owned. Everything I'd built. And the lies I'd told. The people I'd hurt. The second list was longer than I wanted to admit. On day 5, I pulled up my financial records. Salary, $185,000 a year. Investment portfolio, $640,000. Savings, $127,000. Chicago house equity, $120,000. Emma owned half. Retirement accounts, $290,000. Total net worth, $1.18 million. I'd spent 2 years lying to 2 women, living in constant fear. For what? I had money, success, options, but I'd been too cowardly to choose, too selfish to let either go. And now, both had chosen for me. I wasn't the victim. Their affairs weren't betrayals. They were consequences of me being absent, of splitting myself between 2 lives and giving neither woman what they needed. Brandon had texted, thinking he was taunting a faithful husband. He didn't know he was taunting someone doing the same thing. I could expose everything, make them all realize they weren't the only ones. But what would that accomplish? More pain, more destruction. I made a decision. I'd tell them the truth, but only once. On my terms. I spent a week gathering documents. Not for revenge. For clarity. Joint bank statements. Mortgage documents. My separate savings. $127,000. Investment portfolios. $640,000. 401k. $290,000. Employment contracts showing my salary. Credit card statements from both cities. Then I documented my relationship with Claire. First date, October 2022. 2 years of a second relationship while married. I pulled text messages from both. Read through months of conversations. Emma, 3 months ago. I feel like we're roommates, not spouses. Claire, 2 months ago. Sometimes I wonder if you're ever really present. Emma, do you even love me anymore? Claire, I need more than weekend visits. I need a partner. They'd both been telling me they were unhappy. I've been too focused on juggling both lives to hear. I tracked down Brandon. Pezona Trina, 29. Single according to Instagram. He had no idea what he'd walked into. Finally, I drafted 2 letters. One for Emma. One for Claire. Not apologies. Just honesty. The full truth about what I'd been doing. I found Brandon at the gym. Tuesday, 7 p.m. I walked up after his set. Brandon Mitchell. He turned, confused. Yeah. I am Alex. Emma's husband. His face changed. Fear. I don't want any trouble. Relax. I just want to talk. Not here. We went to the parking lot. He kept his distance. Why did you text me? I asked. I was drunk. It was stupid. Did you know she was married? He hesitated. Yeah, she told me. Said you were never around. That the marriage was basically over. And you believed her? Why wouldn't I? Because people lie, Brandon. I showed him my LinkedIn. Senior software architect. Google, Amazon. Awards. Speaking engagements. He looked confused. So what? You texted me, thinking I was some pathetic husband you could humiliate. But you didn't know anything about me. I put my phone away. Next time you get involved with someone's wife, maybe ask yourself what else you don't know. I walked away. 1 conversation done. 2 more to go. I called Emma. Asked to meet at a coffee shop. She arrived 15 minutes early, nervously checking her phone. Alex. Emma. We sat. I'm sorry, she started. What I did with Brandon, I've been having an affair too. She stared. What? I slid an envelope across the table. Her name is Claire. San Francisco. 2 years. She opened it with shaking hands. My letter. Timeline. Lies. Double life. Text messages. Photos. Receipts. She read. 2 years. 2 years. Why are you telling me this? Because Brandon's text made me realize I can't keep doing this. We need to end this marriage honestly. We can work through this. Emma, we built separate lives. You with Brandon. Me with Claire. We've been disconnected for years. She cried quietly. I loved you. I loved you too. But loving someone isn't enough when you're not present. I pulled out divorce papers. I'm not going to fight you on anything. We'll split everything fairly. You've already decided. Yes. What about Claire? I told her yesterday. About you. About the marriage. Everything. Emma's eyes widened. She didn't know you were married? No. I lied to both of you. She sat back. Who are you? Someone who made terrible choices. Someone is trying to fix it, even though it's too late. She picked up the papers. I need time. Take all you need. She walked out. Claire called that night. You're married? Yes. I need to see you. Face to face. 2 days later, she was at my hotel. I showed her everything. Wedding photos. Marriage certificate. Years of evidence. She scrolled, her face hardening. 2 years you lied to my face. Yes. Every time you left suddenly. You were with her. Yes. Did you love her? I did. And me? Yes. That's bullshit. You don't love someone and lie for 2 years. You're right. Why? Because I was a coward. I didn't want to choose. Everyone's hurt now. She turned to leave, then stopped. Tyler knew. He told me you were lying. But I defended you. She laughed bitterly. I chose to believe you over someone being honest. She left. No would-be. The email started. Emma's sister. Her friends. My family. I didn't defend myself. Just accepted it. A week later, Brandon texted, You win. I didn't respond. Nobody won. The divorce is almost finalized. Emma got the house. I kept investments and retirement. We split joint savings. I moved to Austin. New city, same company, different office. No more constant travel. 1-bedroom apartment. Simple. Solitary. Emma's doing well. She and Brandon broke up. He didn't handle the truth well. She's dating a teacher now. Someone stable. I'm happy for her. Claire blocked me everywhere. Last I heard, she and Tyler are together. Living together. He'd been in love with her for months. I'm not seeing anyone. Don't trust myself yet. I go to therapy every Wednesday. Why did you think you deserved 2 relationships? I was afraid. Of commitment. Of choosing wrong. Of being alone. And now you're alone anyway. Yeah. My net worth is still around $1.2 million. But it doesn't feel like success. It feels like compensation for destroying 2 relationships. I saw Emma once, 3 months ago. We were polite. Distant. Talked for 5 minutes. Then she left. No anger. No tears. Just strangers who used to be married. If you're listening to this, maybe you're living a double life. Maybe you think you can keep juggling without anyone getting hurt. You can't. The lies will catch up. Maybe not today, but eventually someone will send a text to the wrong person, and everything will collapse. Brandon's text didn't destroy my marriage. I destroyed it by choosing to live 2 lives instead of committing to one. Emma's affair wasn't the betrayal. My absence was. My dishonesty was. I thought I was being strategic, but I was really protecting myself from making a hard choice, from risking loss, from facing that I wasn't capable of being what either of them needed. You don't build a life on lies. You build a prison. And eventually, those walls close in. Emma deserved better than a weekend husband. Claire deserved better than a boyfriend who was someone else's husband. And I deserve the loneliness I have now. The revenge in this story isn't about exposing anyone. It's that everyone had to face the truth about who they really were. Brandon had to face that the husband wasn't the fool he had imagined. Emma had to face that her marriage was dead. Claire had to face that the man she loved didn't exist. And I had to face that I'd hurt everyone I claimed to love because I was too selfish to choose. So if you're in a situation like mine, make the choice. Choose one person or choose yourself, but stop trying to have everything. Stop lying. Stop thinking you're different. They will get hurt. And so will you. Brandon said, Your wife is absolutely incredible in bed, man. You're a lucky guy. He was wrong. I wasn't lucky. I was a liar. And I paid for it with everything that mattered. The only revenge that matters is the truth. And the truth is always more brutal than any plan you could make.